All right, Kimberly. All right, Jesse. I know I said I would teach you guys how to make crepes. So this is me following through with the promise. This is a crepe batter that I made yesterday. It had to refrigerate overnight in the fridge because what you really want to make sure you do is you get it to really set up well. I used the one from the New York Times. You can find it on the internet if you'd like. You notice that I'm using medium heat over my larger burner on the stove and utilizing a Teflon pan. This one I've been actually cooking crepes with for a while. This morning I've made probably 7 crepes already. I've been using clarified butter, which I have over here. The first few, which don't come out real well, just to make sure the pan's good and seasoned. Now remember, if you put too much oil in it, it doesn't brown the way that you really want it to. You want to make sure you have as much connection to the pan, because that's really where you get the nice caramelization and Maillard browning that goes on with the cooking process here, particularly caramelization. But you pour the batter in. I'm using a 2-ounce ladle over the large size of a regular size saute pan over medium heat again, and we're gonna let it cook. So you saw how I picked it up and poured it in over while I was turning the pan. One that gets it to be a little bit smoother in the pan, but also more importantly what it does is it cools the pan down just a touch so you don't get any scorching or burning when you put the crepe in. So if you wanna come a little bit closer, you can see that as this cooks you get a fair amount of whitening in it. What you want to do is you want this top to eventually become relatively dry looking, and you'll actually see a separation in the fringe of the crepe when it's ready to flip. So we're just going to let this cook for just a little bit longer. I don't know, I'll check the time as how this is cooking on the video, and I'll be able to give you a better time then. But what you can kind of see here initially is you'll see some browning along the fringe. That means that we're getting closer to what we're looking for. I use a spatula that's been in the clarified butter to get a nice little peek. And we're getting a little bit there. We'll turn the pan this direction because my stove is a little tilted, so it heats a little awkwardly. So now that we're starting to get that brown, oops, we'll flip that over. Got a nice crepe there. Then we'll leave it on this side for about 10 or 15 seconds. Stack it off on the side on a paper towel on a warm plate that I've been keeping warm in the oven. You should be good to go. Now I'm going to serve this today with some basically what's crepe Suzette, but I do a modified version that's an emulsion that I can also teach you guys how to do if you're interested. It holds a lot longer and a lot better and gives you a little bit more than that on the new issue that you normally find when you make it. But yeah, there you go. Now you know.